Good morning, being quick, Millionaire by 50. Today is Saturday, July 25th. Yeah, I shave. Got gigs today that require my face to be nice and clean. Um, Today I want to talk about being open to things. Where do I begin? Sometimes we are presented with thoughts, ideas, concepts, premises, whatever you want to call it, and our initial instinct is to want to reject them. Um, and sometimes that is detrimental. In fact, most times it is detrimental. So, the practice I'm trying to put into place is to never reject anything at first. You don't have to accept everything, but never reject an idea until you've thought it through. Now, obviously, some ideas don't need that much thought. Um, you know, Anybody who's putting forth the premise that the earth is actually flat. Well, let me think about it. All the evidence in the world says otherwise. So, no, I'm not going to accept it. But I will let them put their premise forth first. Let's take more concrete real life examples that actually apply. Um, this happened to me a few days ago. I've been mentioning now that I had a little marketing opportunity over the weekend. Specifically, one of the um, small towns just outside the city has its own little farmers market that's reopening. And I've been to farmers markets before where I've seen occasionally balloon twisters and stuff like that set up and do their thing. Do they do great business? Probably not, but they do enough to keep themselves busy. I never did these in the past because on the weekends I'd be too busy with gigs. It wasn't worth my time. I'd make much more money doing shows elsewhere. However, COVID being what it is, um, I happen to not have anything going on for Sunday tomorrow. And this market is there. I mean, there's a lot of COVID-19 protocol to follow, the spacing and all this and all that. But it's there, it's available. Furthermore, getting a booth right now is only $30. So my wife came across this through an acquaintance of hers and put it forth to me. And my first instinct was, oh, I don't want to do a farmer's market. No, this is a waste of time. There's not going to be a lot of people right now. There's probably not going to be any kids at all because everybody's just so stay at home, only go do your business, come back. So setting up a leisurely booth for people to linger and enjoy, um, not really good. Plus, they're calling for thunder showers tomorrow. And it's like, I don't have the gazebo tent and all this. And my mind just kept bringing up objections. That was not a good thing. I had to stop and remind myself to know, listen to what is being said. Do not reject it yet. Listen to what is being said. After careful analysis, then you may choose not to accept it. So, after careful analysis, I realized that while there might not be a lot of kids there, so I might not move a lot of balloons, I've got other merch that I could move. And as long as I make back $30 throughout the day, it's a break even. Now, of course, I'm going to spend my time there, but if I don't spend it there, I'll just be spending it somewhere else. So I'm not putting a value on my time there. But the main thing, and this is what my wife pointed out, is the exposure to let people know you are back in business and open again. So even if people don't actually stop and buy product or get balloons or something like that, they'll see I'm back in business. And they might just pick up a business card. And if I get just one gig out of that exposure, great. Now, normally I don't work for exposure. When people call me for events and they say, well, we can't pay you, but it's great exposure, I say no. And it's not that I'm rejecting their idea. It's been put forth to me before, and I've evaluated it and it's not worth it. I choose not to accept it. So any future ones, no, I'm not going to accept it. Obviously, it's different. If someone says I can get you global exposure, everybody on the planet will be tuning in. Yeah, I'll do that one. But let's be realistic. These events usually don't work that way. Artists deserve to get paid, but I'm digressing. Back to what's going on here. I've chosen to do this because at this point, it is of primary importance to let people know that we're back and open for business again. I spend more than that on Facebook and Google ads. So having a physical presence there, maybe moving a bit of merch, talking to the people, letting them know that we're back on a day where I'm not doing anything anyways. Yeah, that's worth it for me. I still have the occasional lingering doubt about it, but overall, I have chosen to accept this, and now that I have, I've embraced it. I've been getting my things prepared to go to the market tomorrow. There was a time where I would have rejected these ideas just because I didn't want to, and I might have missed out on great opportunities. It's possible tomorrow might not be worthwhile at all, but I don't know till I try, and I'll be able to let you know on Monday. Was the experiment a success? But at least I'm not rejecting it. That's right. Now, the importance of not rejecting things applies to pretty much everything in life. There is an abundance of opportunities that keep presenting themselves over and over. And most of the time, we cannot recognize them. We're caught in our own little world, our own little bubble, and we turn down some of the greatest things that could potentially happen. And we turn them down because our paradigms just say, no, we don't do these things. No, I'm set in these ways. I don't like these things, blah, blah, blah. Without giving anything a chance and an opportunity to perhaps change your mind or recognize the potential that is there because we're so quick to say no. Like I said, you don't actually have to accept everything that is put forth, but don't refuse it until you've analyzed it. Okay? It is important. And now I'm actually grateful for tomorrow's opportunity. I can make of it what I want. I mean, I could still go there and have that attitude of, this isn't going to work. I choose not to do that. I've accepted the premise. I didn't reject it anymore. I've accepted it, and I'm embracing it. And I'm going to go full out with the banners and the balloon decorations and put out all my merch, have my company T-shirt on, and be all excited and sociable, and try to draw as many people to my booth and show them what fun we are. Because that's the whole point of my company. It's going to be good. I'm also grateful that today is going to be a beautiful day. I've got some shows today, and it should be a lot of fun. I really enjoy putting smiles on kids' faces, and I'm grateful for that opportunity. On that note, we will talk on Monday, and I will let you know how things went.